and thanks for joining us. I'm Sienna Pillaton, joined here by former UH wide receiver Greg Salis. Had to give him the whole intro. We are doing this live interactive post-game show. We go live after every home game, and this is sponsored by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. But we have a lot to talk about. We also have some guests on standby. We will get to them in a minute, but UH just get a big home win against Utah State, 44-26. Now, Greg, just give me some 3 takeaways right off the top of your head.
3 takeaways. Well, I'm happy after this game, but this is how it's supposed to look, ladies and gentlemen. But my 3 takeaways right here off the bat: complimentary football. All 3 phases executed flawlessly. Well, maybe not flawlessly. I'll take that back. Special teams.
We'll get to that.
It's okay. We won. So, but very good complimentary football. Offense is firing on all cylinders, and my boy Conce is going on a generational run right now. And that's not even, I'm not even exaggerating on that. 20 for 20, tied Jason Elam for the most amount of field goals made consecutively. Yeah. Heisman, I mean, you name it. There's some things that are coming his way. We want to see him continue to do that, but those are my 3 takeaways that we'll talk about later.
We have so much to talk about tonight, guys, and we have 2 guests on standby. We have linebacker Jaylen Smith here and wide receiver Jackson Harris. I saw some in the comments. You guys are already fangirling over both of them, so stick around. In just a few minutes, we'll get to them both, but we'll take a short break. Welcome back to our live post-game show, and obviously we have a guest here. Wide receiver Jackson Harris is joining us. I mean, great win at home. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about it.
No, it was great. It felt great to snap that 8-game losing streak, was it?
Yeah. The last time we beat them, my senior year.
No way.
2010. That was the last time we beat them. We snapped them at Utah State.
See?
But no, yeah, it just felt good. I just felt like believing, like in the building. Like, I mean, obviously I wasn't here for the past couple of years when I lost, but it just felt great to be a part of this win. And I know it means a lot to the state and the program. Yeah,
well, I mean, let's go through the stats real quick. 7 catches, 117 yards, led the team tonight. Last week you had a really big game. It seems like when you've been healthy, you've been a really big spark for the offense. Yards after catch, knowing where you're going. Are you starting to get more comfortable in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, just every week, I just think we've been sticking to our basics more and more with the run and shoot principles. And it's just been helpful, like in production and the offense. Obviously, as you can see, like I think Air Force is when we really started to just get back to the basics, and that's what we're best at. And we're producing really well. I'm just proud of where this offense is right now.
Yeah, what were you guys seeing out there? You guys had a ton of success tonight. Over 546 yards of offense, 413. Am I reading that right? 413 through the air. What did you guys see? How were you guys having success? Was it looking like how you guys thought it was going to look going into the game?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the scout team always. They're just as important as the guys out there on the field, just giving us the best looks throughout the week. And yeah, they were doing what we expected. They threw some curveballs in there, a little bit more cover 4 than we expected, but no, yeah, I mean, when we got our guys out on the field and we're all healthy, like nobody could really cover us at the end of the day. So.
No, you guys got a really deep receiving room. It seems like everybody's making plays. This game, definitely. We're going to cut right now to one of your deep catches right here, so we'll check that out. Maybe you can talk to us a little bit about this play.
Let's see this right here.
Yeah, break it down for us.
Oh yeah, so we got a switch on the backside here. I noticed this man coverage at safeties and no man's land across the field. So I just take it deep, man. Just stack them. And
Was this a
beautiful ball.
was this a lock switch, or you were just seeing it was open, green grass, you got past
this
him?
Switch, yeah. I mean, he just let me inside. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna just run back outside. Like I said, Micah did a great job holding the safety backside, so I just get an opportunity to run under it, cash him out.
Yeah, is this one of your favorite routes? I remember when I played X my sophomore year, this was one of my favorites. One, because it got me into the middle of the field, and then two, I can make decisions here.
Yeah, you can do it if the safety's over the top, I can dig it. You feel me?
Exactly.
But he was over there, so I'm taking deep.
Yeah, you keep running, right? You see green grass. This is it. No, this is great. This is the feel that you want to have with your quarterback right here, right? Because he doesn't know what you're running yet. Exactly. But he saw you going for it. Nice deep catch, great concentration.
Yeah, you just got to be decisive at the end of the day. Whatever reads you make, got to be decisive so you can put it there. So that's that.
Oh man, hell of a game, yeah.
Yeah, what a play to look at. I mean, and before we all let you go, Hawaii Fan 808 did write in the chat that we love Jackson Harris. Why don't you give them a quick shout out, a quick message to Hawaii Fan 808?
Yeah, we just appreciate you guys so much showing love. Just winning feels so good, and we just do it for you guys at the end of the day. We do it for the state. We want to put on for the state, and entertain you guys. So we appreciate the love always. Really, we appreciate it so much.
Awesome.
Man, 5-2, bro.
Yeah. I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it just feels great to win. Like I haven't won in a minute, so it just feels great to be a part of this. So.
Well, congrats, brother.
The fans have really embraced you.
Enjoy the night.
Yes,
Enjoy
thank you
the victory.
so much for joining us.
Be safe.
Yes, yes, be safe. Yes.
Yeah. Real quick before I go, shout out to Jaylen in the chat, man. Love you, bro.
Little bro.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got family ties here. We have some family watching, so quick shout out to them. But here we have a linebacker, Jaylen Smith, with us. He's also joining us on the show. Another big win, but I'll let Greg kind of take this one away.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, defense played big all night long, right? You guys had a bend but don't break mentality, it looks like, in the first half. The only time they really did some stuff against you guys was, if the quarterback was running with it. But what kind of second half adjustments did you make? Because it seemed like you guys shut them down in the second half.
Like you said, they had a lot of QB movement. They kind of want to get their QB off the spot to throw the ball, right? But we just adjusted. There's a couple of times where Jemai would come out of coverage and come down and I would cover him, or vice versa. Yeah. And it's just little adjustments like that. Back end had better communication in the second half. Me and Jemai had better communication in the second half. We had better communication in the D-line.
Yeah.
So as long as we can get better than how we played in the first half, I feel like we're going to keep rolling.
Yeah, you guys made great second half adjustments. Elijah Palmer looked like he had a hell of a game tonight too. A lot of PBUs, a lot of turnovers. You guys won the turnover battle today. Did you guys see what you were expecting when you guys were scouting them throughout the week?
Yes, sir. Just like Jack said, they kind of throw in little things in there to catch you off guard that they've seen other teams hit you in previous weeks, stuff like that. But as long as we stay true to our job and our assignment, we should be good, man. We don't really worry about it too much. We have a next play mentality. We have a lot of leaders on our defense. If somebody gives up a big play, we're gonna go tap them on the head. Something's good. Next play. So I feel like there's a lot of that.
So what do you guys do? It seems like you guys did a really good job of when they got into the red zone, of shutting them down. Yeah. Like if you look at them, I think they were 2 for 2 in the red zone, but you guys held them to field goals. You guys change the defense up a little bit when you get close? Does Coach Thurman, does he like to play a little bit more man-to-man coverage? Or what do you guys like to do? You guys send in blitzes a little bit more? Because as soon as that comfortable quarterback was not comfortable, he was running. And he was looking to run the whole time because he could not complete passes all night long. So
Greg kept bringing that up.
Yeah, what were you guys doing when you guys got to the red zone where you guys were finding success?
Coach CB always preaches for the backers to scoot up a little bit, right? If it's in the red zone, you don't got too much room to work. So that's one adjustment. Coach Thurman's always pressing them to challenge and to get up and press them. So, we don't really change too much. We make a little more adjustments, but in the red zone, I feel like you don't have too much time to think. And everybody on our defense knows that. Like, what you see, you got to trust and go. And I feel like everybody does a great job of doing that. And you know, the farther down the field they get, I feel like everybody gets a little more mad. So you know, they put a little bit more chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, no, a little bit more aggression. You guys, a lot of big hits all night long, forced fumbles. So I think we had a question here regarding wins to go to a bowl game. You know, you guys are eyeing, it looks like you guys have a bowl game in your sights right now.
Yes.
I believe it's 7 wins. We always thought about 7 wins as a team, and it's automatic Hawaii Bowl. It's no guessing, you're there. You know, obviously you guys can go to bigger bowl games if you continue to win games, but how are you guys looking forward to next week as you guys wrap up this week?
Yeah, so first thing Coach Chang said, you know, it's the 24-hour rule. So, you know, we're going to sleep on it, enjoy the dub, but, you know, if you could watch film tomorrow, watch film on the next team. We're back at it Monday. We're back at it tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
Get a little flesh real quick. But, yeah, we're just going to prepare and want to know every week. Let's go.
Want to know every week.
Yeah,
Love to
we'll
hear it.
appreciate you today, man. Hell of a game.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining
You
us.
guys did awesome.
But yeah, the linebacker Jaylen Smith and wide receiver Jackson Harris taking the time to speak with us, guys. So, I mean, keep leaving questions. We will take a short break, and Greg and I will break down more of the game, but stick around. Thanks, guys. Welcome back. Again, I'm Cienna Pillaton, joined here by Greg Salas, and Hawaii getting a big 44-26 win over Utah State. We just spoke to linebacker Jaylen Smith and Jackson Harris, wide receiver. I mean, it was great having them.
Yeah, both those guys had tremendous games. I feel like so many people played so well tonight.
It was.
Which kind of brings me to my first takeaway.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. My first takeaway. Complimentary football.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I can go down the list of names here, and we had guys making plays in all different phases of the ball, right? You had Landon Sims running for 86 yards. You had Micah throwing over 400. You had Bofele 3 touchdowns. You had Jackson making plays. You had Elijah making plays. You had turnovers. We just looked phenomenal. This feels like, to me, how we used to win games back in the day. And I think I told you that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
You know, like we used to win a 44-26
Yes.
or 51-30. You know, we would win high stakes game. And this team, what I like to see out of them is that even when Utah State kind of clawed back into the game and took the lead, we just poured it on them again. Defense played big. Special teams played big, with a few exceptions. So, you know, the onside kick, you know, I appreciate the aggressive play. I was a little unsure on that special teams play, whether he was supposed to actually run for it, because it seemed like the down and distance and being, you know, kind of backed up in our side of the field. That's not something you typically do. No. But, you know, he went for it. Maybe he had the green light. Maybe they saw something on film where these guys turn their back and they leave it open, but that was just too long of a down and distance to really go get the first down. But other than that, special teams still played great. They had, I mean, punting was great. They had a couple punts that downed them inside of the, you know, in the red zone each time. They got them on the 1, they got them on the 5. Conce was 2 for 2, 35-plus yard field goals.
Topic in itself. We will get to that.
And we're gonna watch this. I mean, the thing is like they're not even close to missing. These things are, and look at that sunset in the background. Come on, guys.
I know, it's
like
gorgeous.
this is great. I mean, it doesn't get much better than football in Hawaii with the sunset in the distance over the Stan Sheriff Center. But I mean, these field goal kicks, he's right down the middle.
And the celly, like we have to talk about that.
The celly is great. I don't know what the refs were doing jumping in the middle of it, and during his second one, it seemed like the refs kind of stopped him from doing his celebration. But Conce, you know, really, you can't say enough. This has got to be one of the best stories in all of college football. I really love to see what we're seeing out of this guy. You know, so I think the other one, we'll see if they can stop the celly on this one. Let's check it out. And like I said, these field goal kicks, they're right down the middle.
Oh, man, yeah.
Look at that.
Like, just so
right into the All-State hands right there.
Right into the All-State hands.
Yeah, look at. Wait, here he comes. The no fun police. No fun police. Oh, man. Hey, at least they didn't throw a flag. They just kind of let them know to not do it. But, you know, these guys, he's having fun. You can see his teammates really like him and enjoy watching his success. And of course, he just tied the record.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think when he was at 18, we were like, okay, he's so close, 19 and to hit 20.
Yeah, we almost didn't want to talk about it because we don't want to jinx him. But I'm like so confident every time. I mean, such a weapon to have. It really is understated. When you see in the NFL, when someone has a really great kicker, they are an absolute weapon. For him to be able to kick field goals like this, you know, you trust them deep into a game. You're able to hit deep field goals. You're able to think that this is automatic and walk away with points. It's such a weapon to have.
I mean, we're witnessing history, guys. Like the whole nation's watching.
Yeah, literally witnessing history here. And that's why I wasn't joking when I said he is on fire and a generational run, for sure.
And Pastrami Lover, this team is full of great stories.
They are.
And one of the great stories, obviously, Conce, but just the overall offense. Like you mentioned, they're so deep and that there's so many guys to look out for and like not being one-dimensional.
No, you know, look at, let me read this off. Okay, 413 yards passing, 83 plays. 83 plays they ran today, over 500 yards, 546 yards, and this is one of my favorite stats right here. 6 for 6 in the red zone.
That's the one.
6 for 6 in the red zone, and that's how you get 44 points. They didn't leave points on the field, and you can see the receivers look confident, they look comfortable, they are catching the ball with confidence, getting upfield, making people miss. It's not just catch and get tackled, or I'm happy to catch the ball. These guys are all looking to have a big game. And Pofele, I mean, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
I've never even had 3 touchdowns in a game. You know, hey, Pofele, take it easy, bro. Okay, no. let's take a look at this touchdown here. Just great. I love this route. He widens his defender, attacks his leverage, cuts across the face, and then finishes with the touchdown. Look at him widen his guy, widens it, opens up his space, and then is able to finish, take a big hit, and get up. And that, look at that. That's execution right there. That's Micah expecting that, and that's running this offense at a high level. And really, that's just one of his first touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, there's more. We're going to get to him right now. Oh, great concentration right here. Nice corner route. Again, I want to see this from the get-go again. Yeah, do your celebration here. This is touchdown number 2 for him, or as his first touchdown. But he's in a slot. He's widening. He beats him with speed. Really good hands to avoid contact, and then finishes with a touchdown. I mean, if you're going to line up man-to-man, which is what they did right here, and play catch technique, good luck. I'm telling you, good luck. We got too many weapons, and we're too good. And look, they brought the heat. Micah did a great job of buying himself a little extra time, and then put something on the money right there. Absolutely great execution here.
I mean, and these are just 2 of his touchdowns. He had big plays all around the field tonight, along with other guys like Jackson Harris. There's Carson Papunu. Like, our wide receiver group, and Greg, I'm sure you love this, is just so stacked.
Yeah, we're deep. And then to get Nick Senecal back,
great.
That was amazing. You know?
Yeah, having Nick Senecal back really changed things.
I was reading something. Sorry about that guy.
Was
No,
really
having Nick Senecal back is huge. Again, that just opens up more things. Another weapon on the field to get all these guys starting to go. When you kind of have like a 4-headed monster, which it looks like we have with White. I mean, he's making big plays. Yeah. Having that deep threat on the outside, and we saw what he did last week. I mean, he was putting moves on people last week that were just nasty. Snatching ankles, leaving people out there, just trying to pick up their jock straps. And as we talk about that, here it is right here. Great job by him of widening, getting back, and stacking his defender here. Look, if you're going to play him close man to man, they're going to look, widens them, gets through there, and I think Alejandro, he's looking for this guy deep because he's showing that he can track the ball well, and he's making big plays.
He's just so quick.
I mean, I mean, after what he did last week at Air Force, I was standing up screaming at my TV because that guy was just absolutely nasty on that sideline play to score a touchdown. But again, he's coming on strong here. A little scary moment for him in this game when he took that big hit. But a warrior, it shows kind of his fearlessness to go over the middle and go try to attack a high ball.
Yeah, and obviously, guys, we're still collecting questions from you guys. Anybody who wants to ask any questions, just feel free to ask in the chat. They don't even have to be questions. They can be comments. Some of you have left a few great ones. And, I mean, Nicholas Tanaka did say that his son got Jackson Harris's and Jaylen Smith's card at 7-Eleven. So that's pretty cool, right?
You gotta go pick up those cards, guys. Support the guys. All that stuff is awesome for them for the NIL. You can find them at 7-Eleven. We also want to take down our friend from Maui. We want to get your information. I know you say you're going to be at the game versus UNLV. Maybe we can try to figure out how to get you your Timmy Chang jersey signed by him in QB1 like you're asking for. We'll see if we can make that happen for you.
We would love to help you. Obviously, that's going to be a big game up in Vegas. That one's going to be fun, right? I think sure a lot of Hawaii people come. And I think a lot of people are wanting to know where they can get merch from other islands or just across this island or on the mainland. So you can go online on Fanatics. We also have at the Manoa bookstore. They do ship, so you could get. I mean, where do you get all your merch from?
We've got a lot of great vendors. We have Ren Spooner, we have Kahala, we have a bunch of Aloha shirts that are partners of ours and love to produce awesome shirts. So plenty of opportunity to get those. But also, come on down to campus. Come to a game. Can we sell this thing out next week, please,
Let's
fans?
sell it out. I'm always on the side of can we get College Game Day to come here to Manoa?
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love that.
I mean, they have to witness the Tokyo Toe, right? Don't you think?
Oh, I think if we go undefeated for the rest of the year, maybe our last home game here, maybe Pat McAfee and those guys come down.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's some wishful thinking, but come on down to campus. You can find a bunch of stuff here at the games at our H-Zone, and then also on Upper Campus.
Yeah, so next week, the Bulls go on the road, and then they have a couple of byes, so we won't be back until the San Diego State game.
Correct.
And by then, we'll kind of have a better feeling as to what's going on in terms of their future, right? And
I mean, again, there's so much to be happy and excited about, and honestly, we could be 6-1 right now, right? 5-2.
Yes.
We dropped a tough one to Fresno State, which was really crappy.
Yep.
We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
But last week had a big win against Air Force. This week, another huge win. And I think the team has just got to be super confident going into these next couple of games. I mean, how can you not be with this kind of offensive performance?
44 points.
44 points.
44 points.
They did it last week on the road here. So doing this back-to-back weeks, getting Alejandro comfortable, again, confidence. Getting the reps and doing it in a game just breeds confidence. When these guys get confident, and you can see that starting to happen now. I think Coach Timmy Chang said that after the game. These guys are starting to believe.
Yeah.
That was always one of our key words when we
Believe.
talked about in the beginning. We have to believe.
Yeah.
We have to know that we can do this. And now they're seeing the success, and I'm looking forward to finishing the
we all
season
are.
strong.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we talked about as well is the fact that this wide receiver core is like, this is the first time they're actually all playing together this
Yeah.
past week. Like, isn't that crazy? And
Well,
they have such great chemistry.
Yeah, well, this is a testament to the guys, right? They were putting in the work. They're getting the reps. Guys are getting healthy. It helps to have some of these bye weeks,
It
like
does.
that. I'm
Yes.
happy that Micah looks like he's come back from his ankle injury, because those can linger.
Yeah.
High ankle sprains are not to be trifled with. Those things can ruin a season. So to see him back healthy, to see our defense playing well, like they have been this whole entire season, it's great complimentary football. You got to be excited as a Bows fan right now. 5-2. If someone would have told me 5-2 at the beginning of the season,
Oh.
I would have said, thank you, Lord Jesus. I am appreciative of everything you've done for us. So, but these guys deserve it. They're putting in the work, and excited to see what they do next week on the road.
It's going to be exciting. They go to Colorado State. I can't say I know much about what their season's been looking like, but just overall, like Jaylen Smith mentioned when he was on the show, it starts tomorrow. Like tonight, we're going to enjoy it, but tomorrow, what do you think the rest of the week looks like for
Yeah,
them?
that 24-hour rule. I'm sure they're going to watch the film. This is going to be a great week for them to recap on this, but there's going to be eyes are focused on the week ahead, right? Good thing is they just played in Colorado a week ago, so they're familiar with the area, with the altitude. So I like their chances. I can't say I know too much about Colorado State either, but I'm sure we'll catch up on them, on their film, and see what they're looking like. But you got to like your chances against the Bows. This week, I think they were underdogs going into this game somehow. So again, Vegas, you got it wrong.
Just Greg calling out the entire state of Vegas right now. And I mean, just so much to reflect upon in these next couple of weeks. But again, 5-2 is not a bad place to be, man.
5-2 is great. I look forward to hopefully being, 6-2 the next time we chat, and hopefully wrapping up a bowl invitation here.
Yes, and so like we said, Hawaii will go on the road. Colorado State is their next task. Greg and I obviously won't be back into the next home game. That will be against San Diego State. So we have a little bit of time. We'll see how the season wraps up by then. But for Greg Salas, I'm Cienna Pillaton. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, this post-game show is sponsored by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. And we just want to thank all of you guys for watching. All the comments you guys have been leaving were great. So thank you so much for joining us.
Go Bows!